Good morning, kids. Welcome back to your online learning. And today we are doing no new story. We'll be moving ahead with one more figure of speech. So, if you remember, we have done three figure of speeches: alliteration, anaphor, and hyperbole. Okay, if you are watching this video for the first time and you were not active till now, you can go back to the previous videos and study about other figure of speech. Okay, so today we are moving ahead with our fourth figure of speech called simile. Okay, what do we call it? Simile. Now, quickly we'll read the objective. We will be able to identify and use simile in the text. तो we'll be doing two things today, identifying and using simile. मतलब एक टेक्स्ट दिया है, हम उसमें से simile ढूंढेंगे और हम दूसरे टेक्स्ट में simile खुद यूज करेंगे. Okay? Are we all ready with our pen, papers, and most importantly, our learning hats? Okay. Now, quickly, your do now is you have to find what is common in the sentences below. नीचे ये तीन sentences है, I will read them to you और आपको ध्यान से सोचना है कि इनमें common क्या है. Okay? First sentence is Rohan is as beautiful as a flower. My teacher is as wise as an owl. She was sitting alone like moon in the sky. Okay? रोहन फूल की तरह खूबसूरत है, मेरी टीचर आउल की तरह इंटेलिजेंट है. वो वहां पे अकेले बैठी थी जैसे चांद आसमान में अकेला रहता है. ओके, नाउ बच्चा टेक सम टाइम, पॉज द वीडियो एंड थिंक व्हाट इज कॉमन इन दीज थ्री सेंटेंसेस. Okay, I hope you have able to figure out little something that is common in these sentences. Now let's move ahead and know what is common in these sentences. Okay, first thing that is common is in these sentences something or someone is getting compared to something or someone. Basically हम एक चीज को बाकी चीजों से कंपेयर किए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में रोहन इज गेटिंग कंपेयर टू अ फ्लावर. रोहन इज एज ब्यूटिफुल एज फ्लावर. रोहन एक फूल की तरह खूबसूरत है. तो हम दो चीज को कंपेयर कर रहे हैं, रोहन को और फ्लावर को. In second sentence, my teacher is as wise as an owl. We are comparing what two things? Teacher and owl. Great. In third sentence, we are comparing a girl to a moon in the sky. Yes, दो चीजों का comparison हो रहा है. And second thing which is common is words used for comparison are as and like. अगर हम compare कर रहे हैं तो हम कंपेयर करने को वर्ड्स क्या यूज करना है, वो उसकी तरह है. भौमी दीदी इज लाइक अ ट्री, जस्ट सेइंग. ओके, तो वी आर यूजिंग अ लाइक वर्ड. एंड माय टीचर इज एज वाइज एज एन आउल. As we are using as. So two words which are using for comparison are as and like. Okay, तो basically बच्चा यही simile होता है. What I just explained. Simile is a comparison between two unlike things using the word like or as. दो अलग चीजों में comparison जब हम करते हैं like और as word use करके, it is called simile. For example, I will give you more examples. Ishan is as sweet as a chocolate. हम ईशान और चॉकलेट के बीच में कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं. दो बहुत अलग चीजें ईशान और चॉकलेट, हम उन दोनों को साथ में मिला के कंपैरिजन कर रहे हैं. ईशान चॉकलेट के जितना मीठा है. The floor is as slippery as eel. Eel is बच्चा an animal which lives in sea. Okay, और वो बहुत ऐसे slippery होता है. So we are saying the floor is as slippery as an eel. Rehan eats like a pig. She sleeps like peas in the pod. So basically in these sentences also we are comparing two unlike things. दो अलग चीजों को हम साथ में compare कर रहे हैं using as or like. Perfect. But you have to write all these things in your notebook, okay? Don't miss out on anything. Okay, now quickly let's take some more examples because जितने हम examples लेते हैं उतना हमें clear होता है. Okay, so I am reading the first, but it might be little unclear to you, the picture, the image, so I am reading it for you. Okay, today I am feeling as fresh as a daisy. Comparing two things, I and daisy. using as. John runs as fast as lightning. My best friend is as stubborn as a mule. After that meal, I feel as fat as a pig. My little sister works as slow as a turtle. We are comparing little sister and turtle using as. मेरी बहन turtle की जितनी slow है. हम उन दोनों चीजों का comparison कर रहे हैं. Without my glasses, I am as blind as a bat. That boy in my class is as funny as a clown. Right now, I am feeling as sick as a dog. Have you ever felt as happy as a hippo? When she kissed me, I turned as red as a tomato. Okay, bacha. Now all these sentences have simile in them. Simile कैसे है? क्योंकि हम दो अलग चीजों का comparison कर रहे हैं using as and like. Okay? Do one thing, write this down and underline the words which are showing simile. जैसे second sentence, like if we look at the second image, there are words which are being underlined that are showing simile. The words are as and like. Busy as a bee, sparkle like diamond, hungry as a bear, flat as a pancake, hard as a rock. Okay? So basically, I'm assuming you have understood what simile is. If you have not understood, you can go back and watch the video once more before we move ahead with our exercises. But if you have understood, great, we can move ahead. Okay, now this is something that you are doing with Didi. I am doing the answers for you, okay? We have to write reasons why the first three examples that we read. You remember the first three examples? Where I asked you to find a common thing between sentences. We have to give reasons why these three examples were simile. Okay, so the first sentence is, Rohan is as beautiful as flower. Why is it a simile? This is simile because two things are getting compared, Rohan and the flower. Writer has used as to compare these two things. So basically, two things we need to call a sentence that it has simile are, we should be comparing two things and we should either be using as or like. या तो दो चीज का comparison होना चाहिए, क्या यूज करके, as या like यूज करके. अगर ये दोनों चीज एक सेंटेंस में है तो मतलब सेंटेंस में क्या यूज हुआ है? Simile. Perfect. Second is, she was sitting alone like moon in the sky. In this, there is comparison between she and moon. Writer has used like to compare both. Okay. My teacher is as wise as an owl. Here, what two things are getting compared? Teacher and an owl. And which is the word that they have used to compare? As. Okay. So, this is how you need to answer further questions. आपको reason देना है क्यों कोई चीज simile है. Okay. Great. Let's move ahead. Now it's your turn to do your work. You have to read the poem given below and mark the words which show simile. ठीक है, आपको underline करने हैं वो words जिनकी वजह से आपको पता चल रहा है कि ये lines में simile use हुआ है. Basically आपको identify करना है कि कौन से word से आपको पता चल रहा है कि simile use हुआ है. Okay? I'll read this quickly for you. Jerry's mind wandered during class, like a balloon floating up in the air. While he daydreamed about eating lunch, his stomach growled loud like a bear. His classmates laughed like horses, which made him feel like a fool. From now on, he would listen to his mom and eat breakfast before coming to school. Okay, now pause the video, write this poem down and underline the words which are showing simile. Okay, great. Let's move ahead to our last question for today. Describe your best friend using simile. Write at least 5 lines. So, bacha, as you see in this poem, every sentence has simile, मतलब compare किया गया है किसी ना किसी चीज से. वैसे ही आपको अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड के बारे में लिखना है, अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड को किसी ना किसी चीज से कंपेयर करना है. ओके, एंड यू हैव टू राइट at least 5 lines. You will compare using either as or like. ठीक है? I will quickly give you one sentence. Nobody will use this sentence. Okay? ये बस मैं दे रही हूँ. Like we did the first example. For example, if my best friend is Rohan, I will say, Rohan is as beautiful as a flower. So here I'm comparing रोहन टू अ फ्लावर. दो अलग चीजों को कंपेयर करके मैं अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड के बारे में लिख रही हूँ. ओके आपको ऐसे ही अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड के बारे में लिखना है यूजिंग 5 लाइन्स. नाउ बच्चों नो बडी विल राइट कि दीदी आई डोंट हैव अ बेस्ट फ्रेंड सो आई डिडंट डू द क्वेश्चन. ओके अगर आपके कोई बेस्ट फ्रेंड नहीं है राइट फॉर योर पेरेंट्स, राइट फॉर एनीबडी, अपने किसी भी फ्रेंड के बारे में लिख लीजिए और फॉर योर पेरेंट्स. ओके यू विल यूज एटलीस्ट 5 लाइन्स. Is it clear? Okay, bacha. If you have any doubt, you can ask. And if you are done with your work, quickly type on the comment section that you have done your work. And I will wait for your answers on WhatsApp. Happy learning, kids. I will see you in the next class.